Hello, hello. Good evening, good time zone. Welcome in. Oh, webcam needs to be reset. I should have anticipated that. It's been a while since we've streamed. Hello, everyone. Hello, Sammy. Hello, Mango. Good to see both of you. What am I doing here? Configuring video. Switch that settings. Slide this up to here. That's better. That's better. Hope you all are well. I am doing fairly good, thank you. I hope you are as well, Sammy. It's been a little while. Had to skip a couple streams this past week, but we are back, and that is good. Okay, we've got quality options. Captions looking good. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Let us load on in here. We've arrived at Sigerholm. Doing good, excited. Just sent in an application for a puppy you saw. Oh, that's fantastic, Sammy. I hope I hope that goes well for you. That's wonderful. Okay. One catastrophe to another, says Odd. That's a little loud for me. Oh, it doesn't seem like it's going through to stream at all, though. One sec here. Let's, there we go. That's better. That's better. Few little hiccups here and there. We're okay. Try not to get your hopes up too high, but you just love her? Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. I'll be cheering for that to return good news. One catastrophe to another, says Oddleif, as you pull into Sigerholm. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. Townspeople peek from the dark windows and makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Ivan, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a debate between Oddleif and Ivan. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people here are staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Ivan. I think Oddleif is right. I saw a man the whole time we were setting up. He was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. The person we are supposed to meet is not present. That's alarming. Oh no, not creepy, man. I know. Just when you think everything's going okay, up one pops. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno. Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something has happened to her. Are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know. You were pretty exhausted. I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. And don't tell the others I said that. I hope it wasn't just a dream. Or I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. Think about what you want to say. What is it like to be a mender? How exactly does weaving work? Why is Belarus still following us? I won't take any more time. We'll go through all these. Being a mender? I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you could say. My mother and father, both menders. The guild is for lots of people now. Builders and healers. Do they all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this. So we don't end up scaring people. How does weaving work, anyway? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it, really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of... like I said, hard to explain. Why is Belarus still following us? I saw Grafheim as it burned. Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. Yes. Magic? Is this magic? Gets a faraway look in his eyes. The thunder blew through it like a tempest. The Varl fell in the thousands. Most of the thunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to, or heading towards Arborang. Belarus stayed in Grafheim just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einertoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. But then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end times? I don't know what to think. Wish I could give you a better answer. Even as we escaped the dredge, that serpent said a darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long that will take, or what it means, even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The Menders are in Arborang. If we can find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance. I won't take any more time. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about serpents or sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared, maybe, of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. Hopefully. Hopefully we have a chance. Alright, let's... It's been almost a week. Let's reassess what our party status is. I think we're doing okay-ish. I remember we ended in a half-decent state. Yeah, we got a couple of injuries. 3 injuries. But they're minor, two of them are minor, only 2 days. This one's 4 days, which is a little annoying. But we've also got enough party members that we can afford to run a party without anyone else in it. We've also... Ooh, what's this? Oh, yeah, we picked this up, the +3 strength. We need to find somebody we can put that on. What are you using currently? Oh, the bell. Yeah, we want you to have that. And I don't think we want plus strength on you. What's yours do? It just gives you will per turn. Yeah, that's good for you too. We need to get one of our stronger characters up to level 5 so that we could potentially give them this +3 strength. Like, this would be great on Gunnulf if we could level him up, maybe. Or... Kumar is so far from level 5. That's not a likely option. Maybe Ivor? Maybe. Aldlife could be leveled right now if I wanted. I don't think I would give her +3 strength, though. I like having her having the extra break. She's been doing a ton of work for us with that. Hey, Banjo, welcome in. Good to see you, friend. Oh, I suppose I could give somebody else the extra break and she could have the extra strength. That wouldn't be terrible. What else does everybody have? Oh wait, what's this? We got a whole bunch of new stuff. Veteran silver brooch given as a charm by the god Ingrid to ward off disaster. It bears the inscription persevere. +1 strength resist. Oh, okay. Using dodge strength. We could level Oddleif up, give her the bonus strength, and give you the extra break, maybe. We have 20 renown. How much do you take to promote? Only half of it to promote you. What's in the market right now? We only have 2 days of supplies, which is not going to be enough. Statue of a Sightless Man, a figurine occasionally carried by older warriors who believed it could temporarily blind their enemies. 20% dodge strength, +2 strength. That's quite good, too. Roll per kill could be good, maybe. Re-engraved to Catherine of something. Gifted hair could preserve life, not but the most grievous wounded. Protects from death. Strength greater than 1. Oh, okay. So it keeps stops you from getting wrecked, essentially. Keeps you alive on big hits. 1 renown gets us 3. Takes a couple to get a couple of days of food. Okay. Let's hop back in here for a second. Decide. We could also level up a rook for 15. What are you currently using, rook? Just this. If I get you to 4, what does that let you? You could then have the higher break damage. Which might be super beneficial, actually. And then Oddleif could, if we get her to 5, maybe use the gloves. Though if we spend 15 on rook, we're only going to have 5 left, which we would then be spending on food. So we're a full 20 renown away from being able to promote. But we've gotta buy food. Rook having the higher break, I think, could be really, really strong for us, though. Because his ability does, Oh, wait, Mark Break doesn't scale off his break, it just does flat break depending on the rank. I think. Now I'm not sure how that works. Can I... Normally when we're in camp, there's a way to do training fights just to test things out. Can I do that? Not here, I guess. That's okay. What was this again? Strength resist. Okay. I think we level up Rook. And then we, go full break damage on him. Level up Rook, and then we spend 5 renown on some food for a few extra days. Did I say hello to you, Banjo, or was I too distracted by what I was doing there? Either way, hello, it's good to see you. I think I did, but now I can't recall. Get ourselves up to 5 days. That seems reasonable, I guess. Now, we're supposed to just be waiting for Juno, but I feel like... we don't really have anywhere to go, so I guess we just rest now and chill. here. Okay. Let's rest, I guess. Scuffle's broken out in front of the houses. Thief shoots one of your people as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Oddleif is running in their direction. They took our supplies, you hear from nearby. Chase the thieves, try to talk it out with the locals, tell the caravan to get ready to leave immediately, ignore the theft, and protect the caravan. If we chase the thieves, do we leave the caravan open to an attack? I don't want them to get away, though. I just spent renown on those supplies. Hopefully this is not the wrong choice. I'm chasing. Come on, you shout, and several join you in the chase. You wander onto a beach where some men have been waiting for you. Some terse words are exchanged about whether anything has been stolen or not. You don't see who draws the first weapon, but it ends the conversation dead. Okay, so we're in a fight. That's fine. I'll show you what happens when you steal from my caravan. We have been through a lot so far. And I'm not gonna take your shit. Gonna try to get some sleep, hoping for a better day tomorrow. You're all raising the eyes. Okay, Mango. I hope you get some wonderful rest. I hope you have a fantastic day tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out for a little while. You are also amazing. Now that said, we should probably take our injured characters out of the lineup for now. Although I'd like to level them up a bit more, but what's Gunnulf using? It's not great, right? Oh yeah, knockback. I don't really care about knockback in this scenario. You switch Rook to the high break item, I think, and then this is just a good all-around item. We'll give this to Gunnulf. Is there anyone I want to have the silver brooch? What do you have? +2 armor. Is strength resist better than that? No. This should be a capable team. Except I want Rook to be up here. Oddleif will go last because she's not currently using anything though because I took her thing and put it on a Rook. We should give her something, right? For the time being, I guess just you can hold on to that. Trying to fight, shaking your head, the party will kick their asses. Got some pocket dust. The old pocket dust. Get in with the pocket sand. A tried and true strategy. Okay, so Eggle doesn't need kills at all because 5 is the max level in this game. Rook could use 5 more. Gunnulf could use a couple more. Ivor needs 1 more to hit the next rank. Nid needs a bunch. Oddleif doesn't need any more either, which is a little unfortunate because Oddleif is one of our highest damage. Or Oddleif gets a lot of kills usually near the end of fights. Once enemies' armor starts getting low, she starts really shredding things. That's okay though. 2 for Gunnulf. 5 for Rook. Tons for Nid. Some for Ivor. Eggle and Oddleif don't really need any. These 3 need to rest. And I wouldn't use Alette against people anyway, because Alette doesn't want to fight humans or Varl. Okay, let's see what they got for us here. Okay. We got 8 enemies. Who are we most worried about here? These 2 seem dangerous. 12, 13, 11, 12. And they're this type, which can be really annoying because they just do their random thing that can hit you for strength damage even through your armor. These are less annoying. think we send Eggle up here to just stall against these for a little while. While the rest of our forces are going to be doing work down in here. And we'll have these 5 try to deal with these 5 as quickly as possible while Eggle stalls. We'll see if that turns into anything. I'd really like to get through this without picking up any injuries. Our morale is still low, so our willpower is low. Okay. Who's next? You way up there, that's fine. Then you. But that's after Gunnulf. I want... Ivor can do pretty solid damage to these things. Okay, we'll send Ivor right in here. Open with a nice 7 to that unit. Alright, you move in here, and then we Tempest. Hit both of these. Went for some break damage on Rook, that's fine. Now you're trying to get... Okay, but you're still not in range to do anything. You go soon, though. I'd rather move back from you a little bit. Rook has the high break damage, too, so we're just gonna... There we go. Nicely done, Eggle. Resist all that. Perfect. You're next. Then you. Then you. So the 3 archers all go together. And then you're last. I think I can have actually somebody smack you before you get to go. Ivor's next up after you, so we might be able to... We'll just come over here and just put a couple damage on this character. Where are you going to shoot at? Oh, Rook, okay. It's alright. I can do 5 break to you immediately. They're really going after Rook. Just have Eggle keep trying to be annoying up here. Perfect. Ow, okay. That's distressing. Alright, we'll get right in here. Do 4 damage to this. It's okay. Gunnulf is next. Now I don't want to kill anything yet. So I think we just throw 5 damage on this unit. God, they really don't like Rook. I need to be careful or he's gonna... It's okay though, we can put... We can get all these units low enough that they can't really do anything. What's your special ability? Oh, right. Your range is higher. That's right. just get in here and shred some armor on this one. Oh, now they're working on Odd Life. If she stays right where she is, she could make this unit essentially useless. But then... when do you go next? You're not even on the board. Do I trust we can do something about you in the meantime? Our big units are kind of... I don't want her to get injured. She's... a very important unit for me. I'm still just going to put the 8 damage on here. Hagel's still just being a huge nuisance. Pulling out lots of willpower. We gotta deal with this unit, though. This unit... well, these two are still both untouched, but this one in particular has 6 willpower left. Could cause some serious issues. Which means we need to get Ivor and Gunnulf up in there where they can do some stuff. Ow, son of a bitch. Oh my god. Okay, well, I guess I don't know if I can stop Odd Life from going down, to be honest. Let's put a shot on this unit since we haven't done anything to it yet. Oh, nice resist. Oh. Problem is, if she's not out of the range of the archers, she's screwed. Gosh, it's just so hard to get through the fights without anyone getting injuries. Like, I don't have much trouble winning, but to prevent anyone from getting taken out is a real struggle, or it can be. You have 1 willpower left. You go soon. Ow. It's not good. Next is you, who we're not too concerned about. Then you. Then you. Starting to tear Eggle down a little bit, but now we can... Oh, Gunnulf's out of willpower. Shit. I've made poor decisions. It's okay. Here goes Odd Life. Nice resist, though. These two go next. have Rook take you out. I see you're moving up and going after somebody else. That's useful. It's actually very useful. Except you can actually get to Oddleif, and there's nothing I can do about that, I don't think. Just gotta keep splitting armor. You gonna go for her? No, you're gonna go up here. Okay. That's fine. I mean, we're just backing you off so that you can hopefully not take an injury. Although I gotta be careful about Eggle and Gunnulf. Ah, see, I had a feeling you'd come up that way. How did I know? If you rest, gain some armor. Eggle's dead next turn. I don't think I can stop it. I never needed a kill, so that's fine. Yep, there goes Eggle. Fuck. Oh well. Just take this unit out completely, and I will. Are you gonna come after me again? I'd rather you didn't, which is why I'm gonna move out of your range. It's fine. However, I need you to get to the units that do stuff too. It's fine. We'll trade for some hits here and there. Rook, I need you to come in here and do a big break on this one. Oh, Rook's very close to going down too. Shoot. When they go down, do they die? No, they don't die, but they're injured for a few days, and if we don't have time to rest, then they won't be as strong in the next battle, so it can kind of compound on itself and become harder and harder the more injuries you start stacking up. So I'd really like them to not go down if at all possible. You're next. Rook might be able to resist a swing from you. You have 2, yeah. So I think we gotta move you here. And just finish you. That picks up another kill for Nid, which is fine. She needs 1. Okay, good. You went after her instead. Good, 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 good. Stay away from... Nice. What? Why did that kill? Well, that's fine. It doesn't really matter at this point. We're down. Who are you going after? Good. Good. Thank you. Gunnulf will... Gunnulf doesn't... Oh no, Gunnulf needed a kill or two, I said, right? May as well try for one here. Reflect. It's okay. Rook needed a couple, although I don't know if Rook can get one right now. What Rook can do... is... hustle his ass out of danger. Okay, dope. Odd Life doesn't need one. Ivor could use... now I'm trying to remember. Who else could use one? Ivor's not at full yet. I think Ivor can get away with taking another one here. Whew. So we were close to picking up 3 injuries, but we ultimately only got the 1, right? Eggle went down, unfortunately. Ivor's ready to be promoted. Eggle's injured. Was Ivor the only promotion? I thought I got enough kills for somebody else to get promoted too. Maybe I didn't. Thieves scatter pretty quickly when you start laying into them, but when you return to the caravan you discover why. Even more supplies have gone missing since you rushed out to fight. Unfortunately. I had a feeling that might happen. Now, the annoying thing in all that, the really annoying thing actually, is because we chose to rest, and normally resting reduces injuries, but I guess because there was that combat, it doesn't count as a rest, so even though I didn't use these 3 characters, they didn't gain any of their injury back, which is upsetting. So we're going to need to rest some more. Random assortment people from the caravan confront you. Listen, says one. We don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about menders or whatever, but we're going to leave and I hope you'll join us. Looks like a couple dozen people, farmers and fighters alike, feel the same way. Wish them well, encourage them to stay, refuse to let them leave, join them and get ready to depart. Hey McD, welcome in. Good to see you, friend. You know what? Wish them well. Give them your blessing, but explain why you can't leave just yet. You don't know where they're going, but you'll hope you'll meet them again on the road as they start their trek back across dry land. Did we get credit for that rest today? Why does me clicking rest not count as resting? Okay. That counted. I guess it has to fully go through the thing. Makes sense, I guess. Now we're out of supplies, though. But now Alette and Ivan are back in good shape. Eggle and Krumer are still at 2 injury, but that's okay. We've got 10. That's enough to level Alette up. Do I use that? No, we probably need to get some food. Let's get 4 days worth of food. I mean, nothing's happening. Do we... I remember this being a tough choice last time I played through this too. Do we just like sit around and chill, or do we move on? I'm sorry, Ivan, but there's no hope in sight. Like I think we gotta get trekking. This place is not hospitable. Rook, wait, please, Ivan begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. She's not coming. Okay, just a little longer. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. Ivan looks out across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that'll take. What do you think? Attempt to ford the river, caulk the wagons and float across. Pay some locals to help, detour around the flooding. We don't have food to detour around. Caulk the wagons and float across. We're all in. Spend some time rigging the wagons to float on the water, sailing them with tree sap and whatever else you have in hand. The rest of the caravan finds anything that they can float on. Small boats or makeshift rafts, some swim. With a deep breath, you set off from the bank. Do your best to float the various ragtag groups of your caravan across the muddy lake towards Boersgard. Things quickly go bad, between rafts pulling apart or people tipping into the murky water of the lake. Eventually you gather everyone up, but you've lost precious time and supplies to the bog. Okay. But we got across? We're back at 0 supplies. Fuck. Nah. We're losing so many people. We've hardly got any fighters left. If we get into like a war situation, like one of the like larger strategic battles, we're gonna get destroyed. Thieving bastards, you awaken to hear. The small band of outlaws who had previously joined the caravan made off with a substantial number of... We don't have any supplies. What did they steal? While everyone slept, a watchman tells you. Why in the depths were they allowed to join us to begin with? Rip. Oh no, the fighters? Yeah. We're in trouble. A woman stifles screams fail to overly concern anyone. It was only a matter of time before the expectant mother gave birth. Oh, okay. Caravan is simply excited by this first sign of new life since the trip began. Call for a day of rest and celebration. We do not have time or supplies for that. Congratulate the new parents privately. Offer the family extra rations. We don't have extra rations. Do nothing special, allowing the mother and child some peace. Congratulate them. Discreetly make way to the family's tent amidst cheerful clansmen. You give your most heartfelt congratulations to the parents, telling them how strong the young boy looks. The mother cries and the father thanks you repeatedly. Ooh, okay. Got some renown, a little morale improvement. Everybody's still starving to death. We need food. This is dicey. Where are we? The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. That's fine. I don't need them to be honest. I just want them to sell me some food. One renown gets 5? That's not bad. 145 available. You wish I had that much renown. Oh, yes, but we're getting multiple days of food back here. I'd like to be able to level up my characters, but unfortunately, we need to go all in on supplies here. Oh, the Valka thread's really good. It's unfortunate that I can't pick that up. Okay, is that all our injuries dealt with, I think? Should be everybody healthy and good to go. Okay. Full party's healthy. We don't have the renown to level up these people, but they're all healthy. That'll have to do for now. Let us continue on our way. We've got 10 days of supplies, so we're not gonna have anybody starving for now. As you're nodding off to sleep, shouts of fire pull you back to attention. Flames quickly... Why? So many events taking away supplies right in a row. Flames consume a supply wagon and a few tents. A woman cries out, "My boy," and points to a burning tent closest to the lying Varl. Two of the giants are motionless, staring at the spreading fire with terror in their eyes. Command the Varl to help. They won't. Varl hate fire. Organize the peasants to put out the fires. Go in after the boy yourself. Make an effort to save their supplies. I mean, go after the boy. Wrapping your cloak around you, the smoke, flames, and tent become a blur as you grab the boy and slice through the back canvas with your hunting knife. You meet the ashamed look of the older Varro while the crowd cheers on your heroic act. Unfortunately, the supply wagon didn't make it. All our supplies. We just lost all of our supplies. I should have just kept that renown. What in the depths was that about, you mutter to yourself. Something about the fire, Aldleif tells you. I've heard of this before. They don't like it. Doesn't change what happened, you think to yourself. I didn't get any renown for that. I just rushed into a burning tent to save a child. That didn't earn us anything. You notice most of the Varl pacing while others sleep. Their brief conversations with each other and other clansmen grow shorter and sharper. Go away, roars one Varl at a young girl asking him too many questions. All the clansmen stop and stare. Break the tension by making a joke. I'm impressed you've kept it together this long. Send the Varl ahead in the caravan to put some space between you. What is wrong with you? I'm impressed you've kept it together this long. The Varl's embarrassment slowly morphs into irritation. We endure many pains, he says, sneering at the gawking crowd. As he stalks off, the crowd murmurs common insults about the giant. Oh, that's not the result I wanted. We're in bad shape. What do we got here for this godstone, though? I wonder. What a big portrait. Yeah. Yeah, the godstones are all really, really cool looking. The imposing godstone of Bjorulf approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spreads out, happy to be free of the confining forest and in open fields. In fact, in honor of Bjorulf, some of the caravan crack kegs of mead and wine before anyone can stop them. What? Where are we getting mead and wine? We have no supplies. We are starving to death. We don't have mead or wine. That's fine. To the only god that matters, they shout. Everyone drinks and you're glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. Inspect the godstone, join the merrymakers, get everybody ready to travel again. Let's inspect it. You look up at the godstone. Bjorulf's head surrounded by images of casks and drinking horns. Though he was always depicted as being stern, Bjorulf was one of the most popular gods of men in Varel, the one who taught them how to brew. Of course. It seems like more than coincidence that the long fields around Bjorulf's stone have always been excellent for growing anything you could need for a good drink. We'll join the merrymakers. You accept the mead being offered to you and settle in to enjoy one of the few times you felt good since leaving Skogar. Somehow, despite everything that's happened, you're able to let go for a short while. Another morale improvement, okay. As the hour becomes late, the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. The day by Bjorulf's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by the specter of bad fortune, you think to yourself. Still doesn't give me any renown or supplies, but I guess getting our morale up a little bit more is something. We're about to lose our morale again, though, as we start starving. Oh, what? A mother's screams flood the caravan. Her daughter lies dead in a tent. We all know who did this. She spits, staring directly at the woman who she scuffled with previously. Oh, is this the two of you who were having this stupid argument about whose daughter was going to marry that other kid? Are you serious right now? Murder over a marriage? In these times? Something must be done. The accused woman remains silent. Leave it to a vote. Try to discourage further violence. Investigate the death. Banish the accused and her daughter. I mean... we should probably investigate, I would think. A healer joins you in inspecting the young girl's corpse. An old infection, says the healer. No punctures, no choking, no poison. She died of disease. You report the news to the caravan. The mother admits she had always known her daughter was ill, and everyone moves on. What? She admits she knew her daughter was ill and was blaming this other woman for her death anyway. And everybody just moves on. I guess we do have bigger things of concern right now. We're all starving and running for our lives from...
Rainvik is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town.
Okay.
Stay a while and listen.
Stray dredge stalking through empty fields.
D3? What? Thank you so much for that host. I really appreciate that, friend. Ooh, playing some Destiny 2. How's that been going? I haven't played Destiny 2 in... when was I last into Destiny 2? I think it's probably been over a year now, but I used to play it quite a bit. I think I'm an expansion or two behind, but it's a lot of fun. I hope you had a good time with it, friend. Hey, Wardy, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Rainovic comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses. Impervious, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. Welcome in. Hey, friend, how goes the stream? It's going pretty good. Well, I'm having a good time. Our caravan is in horrible condition. We're completely out of supplies. Everybody's starving to death. The morale's really low. We're in a tough spot, but I'm having a fun time. So, you know, mixed, I guess. How was Destiny 2? I hope it was good for you. I must apologize because you thought you've been following for a while now. Oh, no worries. That's okay. I feel like that's a pretty universal experience on Twitch is going to a channel and realizing you're not following when you thought you had been for a long time. It's happened to me a bunch of times. I know it's happened to plenty of other people. You know, it's just one of those things. Banner Saga treating you alright? It's being okay to me, yeah. It's not being unfair. It's being a little harsh, but It's we're doing okay. We'll make it. We'll get through it. Long series of farmhouses abandoned and crawling with dredge. Oh, the farmers have probably already fled to Beauregard. You try and hurry past, but eventually spotted dredge start ambling in your direction. What is that? Points out Oddleif, up near one of the longhouses. In distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling about. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. The dredge heading in your direction turn back, roaring, and begin to pound on the longhouse door. They seem to be holding a grudge against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. Leave quickly while your luck holds. Rush to help. Lead the dredge away. I mean, I'm going to rush to help. Because I need the renown from a fight. I need to get into combat so I can get some renown. Against my better judgment, we should probably do something, you say. The others agree, even though it means putting them all at risk. As you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splinter the door and break through. Hey, shouts Varl, wearing all red, standing on the other side of the dredge. Come all the way up here just for me? He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Who are you? You look a lot like Gunnulf. Gained item Scarlet Feather? Oh. You're in our party. We're going to control you. And I guess we probably have to use you? Yeah. Sigbjorn. What's your item do? Scarlet Feather? +2 move, -1 aggro. Ooh, nobody's actually caught a Blood Raven, but the lucky few who have found one of their feathers can tell you why. Okay. What are you? You're a 10, 14, 4 willpower, 2 exertion, and 2 break. Okay. You're pretty dope. Now, out of curiosity, can I change what your item is? I can. So I need to use you, but I can change your item. 2 move, -1 aggro. I feel like I'd rather give that to... Actually, who am I using in this combat? We have to use you. I should try to use characters who aren't who aren't max level, so I can level them up. I would think. Rook needs 4 more kills. We can include him. Kermer doesn't have any kills yet. How is that possible? I guess he got like injured in our first fight we used him, and he's just been injured ever since. I haven't been able to like get him rolling, which is unfortunate because Kermer's actually a pretty good character. This is against Dredge, so we can get Alette in and do some work with her. Is this party going to be strong enough to win this fight? Hopefully. What's everybody using here? You just got that on. We can give you something better than that, I'm sure. Maybe. I think this would be better. For the time being, I want to give just +3 strength. I want to give this to you. Rook's the only person who could use the Scarlet Feather, which might be nice. But then no one's using the extra break, so never mind. We want to use that for sure. I'm concerned because this character just appeared and is mandatory for this fight. Like, I don't know if he's going to join our party, if he's going to take off by himself afterwards. I kind of don't want him to give him this item just in case, like, he doesn't, like, if he leaves with it. Scarlet Feather's good too, I think. Oh, Kromer can't hold anything but this. We'll have to give that back to you. We don't have we've got a decent selection of items here, but not like fantastic. Gunuff still needs 2 kills to level up. I wonder if I should put him in instead of somebody. Just to... No, this should be okay. Or at least we'll try it and see what happens. Can I change your order? Do you have to be first? No, okay, you don't have to be first. You just have to be used in the combat. That's fine. I'm not running Eggle this time, which is a little awkward. We've got Ivor, though. Yeah, let's give it a go. See what happens. Oh my god. This already looks tricky. What do we got? 2214. Jesus. Okay. 2012, 1712, and a bunch of small fries. We don't have anyone to distract the big units in this party. They look tough AF. A little bit. This might be tricky. What do I want to do first here? We need to break the armor on the big ones. We don't have another option. Because this has the -1 aggro thing, the reason that's why I'm putting this one over here by itself. I'm hoping things will just ignore it and they can maybe come in and do some effective whirlwinds and stuff. I don't know. This feels like it's going to be a dicey fight. Who goes first? You. Okay, good. Then you. Then you. I wonder actually if I could... You can get to here, you could go slightly further to get up to there. I think if we step back here, and you go, you're going to walk out. That's fine. We could just walk up in here and smack the hell out of this thing. It's a decent start. Okay. Next is you. You're not in range of anyone at the moment. And we need to start working on shredding your armor. We gotta work on the big one's armor too. You go next before any of the others. I wonder... What's your movement range? Five. So you could get into here. If I don't step anyone into your range, we can actually get away with... doing this. Ow. That's not a great start to things. Try and break your armor as much as possible so that Ivor can hopefully get a good hit off. It's alright. 1 armor break. Is that really useful? What's the range on your bird of prey thing? You'd have to move pretty far to be able to use it. You could use it instead. Oh wait, that's you way over there. No, that's not a concern at the moment. Okay. Feels like kind of a waste to just do. Oh, you're gonna throw your fucking things. That's fine. It's whatever. Get him? I will try. Okay, they did some damage to you. That's okay. Because you can step right in here. And hit both of these for a big old fuck ton of damage. Or not both of these, wait. Are you not a Warhawk? Why did that not spin and hit both enemies? Oh, I just did a regular attack. I didn't do the spin. That was silly of me. It's okay. We'll be alright. That's okay. Where can you get? You can get up to there. It's hard for Rook to get into range of that, though. I suppose I could just deal damage to this. It's not terrible. It's not that big a deal either. Oh, except now you can get on Ivor. You're there, you're there. You're there. This thing can't get up in here anymore, though, which means we can... Well, your armor is so low, if anything gets on you, you're gonna be fucked. So let's actually pull you back. Just have you continue to shred armor on this. Yeah. I figured that would happen. It's okay. Let's put some damage on you. We're doing okay here. Krumer's armor's getting low, which is concerning. But we've also essentially dealt fairly well with 2 of the big things. So it's really just this thing that's a concern. And we need to get on these at some point, but... we start shredding the armor on this thing. Deals with you. Oh, fuck. I forgot about those exploding devices. Well, Krumer's gonna go down this fight. Continuing the pattern of him just spending the whole game injured. There he goes. It's okay. Who's next? You? I'm not super concerned about you. Now we need to do the armor to this. It's alright. We're so, like, cornered in here. But I think we're gonna be okay. That said, who's next? You are. I don't think I want to kill you yet, though. It's alright. That's fine. Okay. It's not the end of the world. The real problem is that you're so strong you're going to kill any of these things, and I'd like, if possible, to put all the kills on my other characters because you're already max level. So I guess we just have you move up in here and try to run down some of the strong things that are left for the time being. They're picking away at Rook. Who's next? You are. I just need to get some damage on this, and then I'm comfortable to start actually finishing things off. I just don't want to have this get a whole bunch of turns in a row. You're not a concern. You might do some significant damage to Ivor here, though, if I'm not careful. Just fully shred your armor down. It's okay. Let can deal with... shoot you. Yeah, I figured. Oh, you're gonna throw your things, though. That's less of a concern. It still could be very annoying, but it's less of a concern. It's okay. I can get down here and finish this thing off. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And you can come behind here, do massive damage to this, and now we can start finishing everything off. That's not a big deal at all. Rook needs to get away from these exploding things, though. Does Rook himself need to get any kills? I think he could use a couple. Mid needs some for sure. Let, I think, could also use some. Starting to pick away at Ivor. Who's next? You and you? Let's see if we get lucky here. Is that not... How much health do you have? Oh, this banner was covering that one. I thought that one was weaker. That's fine. There's no one you can hit that won't finish them off. And as I said, we're not looking to do that with you, so... Thank you for the contribution. You can chill. Rook can... Oh, well, we'll take that. Thank you very much. Actually, this is more of a concern. You may as well just finish this off. It's okay. I think Ivor could use one more kill, maybe. I honestly don't know if Rook needs more or not. I can't remember. I've lost track of who's done what so far this fight. Give another one to Alette. Those are going to explode soon. Is this far enough to get you in range to hit that with your special? No, it's not. It's unfortunate. Do I put it on Ivor, or do I just rotate through and try to get it on... I think we chill for now. We can have Rook break all of its armor, though. Ah, good. Walk towards my archers. Oh, we're still not in range? That's okay. There we go. And promote. Perfect. Not that we have the renown to promote anybody, but at least need to spread the kills around so that we have the option of it. Kermer's injured. That's not that big a deal. 11 renown. Welcome to my mead house, Sigbjorn's House of Mead. I was expecting a Varl this far south, or this drunk. I can see that. There are people huddled in the corners of the mead hall looking on with uneasiness. Who are all these... Who are you people? No, they're friends. They made this place. It's not really mine. You lured Dredge back to a room full of unarmed people? What was wrong with you? Come on, I saved everyone in here. They shared some fine drink. The best drink. Wait, I was saving your ass. Remember that part? If you knew you'd come up here, you could have told me. What do we do with this guy? Not getting involved. Anyone here is welcome to join us. How much meat is left? How much meat is left? Townspeople will show you a huge stack of barrels filled with quality meat and help you haul them back to the caravan. I'll miss this place. Good memories. Another 10 renown. That's dope. So is he in the party now, or what? With some help, you gather up the casks of meat and head back to the caravan. Sigbjorn and the other survivors in tow. The caravan gives the boisterous Varl a large berth as you set out for Beauregard. Okay. We got some renown and we got some supplies, and I'm happy with all of that, I think. Ugh, what did I do? Seaburn wakes in a pool of his own sick. Why am I surrounded by small people? The other clansmen let him sleep off his drunken stupor on the ground, and this morning he's paying the price. Help him recover, post some guards nearby just in case. Leave and make sure he doesn't follow. No, I want him to come along. Help him recover. Reluctantly, your clansmen offer any food and drink they can scrounge together for the moaning Varl. When one offers thin mead, he pushes it away. In fact, take this away from me, he says, handing you his massive mead stein. Eventually, Sigurd comes to you. I won't get into details, he says. I was supposed to bring those casks from Ravik back to Boersgard. I drank maybe half. By accident. Point is, Sigmund continues, you don't tell anybody what happened, and I won't tell anyone about the mead you got, okay? Trust me on this one. You agree and get back to travel. Okay. Oh, we gained another item? Dope. Okay. So that was good for us. We're a little bit better off than we were a little while ago. Someone's been nicking extra goods from the supplies, a concerned woman tells you. Counted these myself yesterday, no mistake. This keeps up, we'll be starving before long. We've been starving for a long time. Post extra guards to watch the supplies. Ask clansmen if they've seen anything suspicious. Announce that any more missing supplies results in rationing. Tell me if you see it again. Post a few extra guards, I guess. To deter any further theft, you discreetly place some trusted guards by the caravan. You hear a few people casually point out the extra manpower, but no one seems to raise an alarm for now. Okay. See if that pays off at some point. We need to find more supplies though, or we're gonna be at 0 again soon. Ahead, you find what appears to be a good number of peasants surrounded by brigands. One of the armed men looks over his shoulder and says, Gods be damned, this is all I need. Listen, don't interfere and one of these supply wagons is yours. While remaining silent, the peasants plead to you with their eyes. Accept the offer. Back away from these people or die. What's going on here? What's going on here? Nothing concerning you, he replies. And before you start telling me otherwise, these are my clansmen. Thought they could run off with every scrap of food in the village. Now all I want is you to move on, so take your share or don't. Don't get involved at all. Draw your weapon, take the supplies, and leave. I mean, if he's telling the truth, he has a right to be a little upset, because if they just pieced out and took all the food in the whole village, that's pretty shitty. But is he telling the truth? More importantly, I need the renown to level up my characters, so I think I want to go for the fight. I need supplies too, but I feel like if we win, the peasants will share some supplies with me anyway. Let's go for it. The man turns completely towards you, shaking his head. Had a feeling you'd be that type, is all he says before the brigands rush you. What, the type that doesn't let you attack defenseless peasants? Yes, I am that type. What's this? Bjorn's Blessing? Knockback on strength +3, +1 strength. That's okay. I'm not a huge fan of the knockbacks. I can definitely be helpful, especially when like trying to set up the dredge for like long chains of the armor break and stuff. But I think so you're injured. You don't need to be in here. Alette also does not need to be in here because Alette doesn't like to fight people, which is fine. Although if you're not in here, Alette, you should probably give your armor break item to somebody else. Rook's using that. What's Odd Life using currently? Oh, this. What else am I sending in here? You're a pretty dope Warhawk. But Gunnulf needs kills and you don't. Gunnulf needs to pick up 2 kills, ideally. So why don't we put him in, take you out, give him your feather that lets him have lower aggro, so he can just run around and be crazy like he was last time. I mean, I don't want to run this few characters. These kills, you are ready to be promoted. It's going to cost 10, though. It's not that big a deal. You need 3 kills. You need 2 kills. We don't know how many kills. You're at 13 out of 9, so you only need 1 kill to be ready to go to 5. So 3, 2, 1. You all need kills. You need plenty as well. You're both 5 already. You're ready to go to 5. You're not participating in this fight. You're 5. Okay, I guess we can just toss in Eggle, because I find Eggle to be effective. And I guess we can toss in Ivan's, because Ivan's dope. And I'm trying to put the kills on these 4, if I can. At a ratio of, yeah, Ivor only needs 1 more. Gunlof needs 2. Rook needs 3. So Rook really needs to pick up some kills here, if we can. Okay. Okay. I don't mind that. Let's try it. Do I level anybody up before I get into this fight, though? What I have 21, which means I could level Ivor or Nid up if I felt like it. This party should be able to win without the extra level up. I'd rather conserve and see what my options for level ups are after the fight. I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh my god, why are there so many of them? 10? 10 enemy units? Excuse me? Okay, what do I want to do here? I want Eggle to distract somebody. We just run Eggle right into the center and just draw as much aggro as possible. Gunolf, we want to be moving in and dealing damage as immediately as possible, I think. Ivor should mostly be able to handle these 3 down here by himself, realistically. You go up here. Rook will also deal with these 3. Rook's our biggest armor break. I really want to get him on the Thrasher Veteran quickly if I can, but... yeah, actually, you know what? Let's put Rook up here. Ivor should be able to do some work down here. Gunolf can do a lot of damage. So, as usual, who's first? You. Uh-oh. It's okay. Eggle, get in there. Stone wall, please. Okay, that's fine. So we send Ivor in. He really does 7 damage to this thing. Nice work, Eggle. And then we send Gunnulf in. Immediately... God, Gunnulf's ridiculous. Who's next? You're next. Rook can just do 3 damage to you. Should be nice and helpful. You just went... What's your range? You can't really get anywhere. Annoying. Let's move Rook in. Deal 4 damage to the next character to go. You're next. You can get on Gunnulf, unfortunately. But Gunnulf has low aggro, so hopefully not. And Eggle has plus aggro, so you should just go for that, I would think. Then you're next. These 3 are going to have a lot of trouble dealing with Ivor down here. I think I can just leave. What if we just shoot this thing? It's fine. It's actually perfectly fine. What's the range on your arc lightning, Ivan? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can step up to there. Can you get to there? Using 1 point, you can. That's worth it. Arc lightning's preposterously strong. Step up. Arc lightning on you. Max level. So good. Holy shit. Okay, just like that, we're in great shape. Eggle, you can... You're gonna rest for a sec. Wait, who goes next? You're first, but you're also further away. It's okay. Now we're doing well enough. I don't actually need to worry too much about like stalling and not taking characters out. I think I can just have Gunnulf start picking up the kills he needs. Start, of course, with this one. Let's see. You go soon. I'd like to semi-deal with you. Oh, starting to strip Ivan's armor. We need to make sure we don't allow that to happen too much. Shoot you for 5 damage. I would consider that to be successfully dealt with. It's okay. Ivan, your arc lightning essentially ended that fight for us, and now we just need to play it out smartly. So you're just gonna back off. Oh, you can't mend yourself? You can only mend other people? That's fine. Mend. Put all your points into mending Eggle up there. Who needs it? Eggle, you're just gonna rest actually, because you gain armor back when you rest and you're just stalling. Ivor deals with you, and now they're all pretty low. Gunnulf's other kill. Oh, you're not strong enough to finish this thing off yet, are you? It's okay. You can just put a couple of damage on it. Oh, you picked up your kill there. Oh, right, because you have, what's it called? Heavy impact splash damage. Yeah, that's okay. So Gunnulf got his 2 kills. Rook needed 3, right? And Ivor needed 1, if I'm remembering correctly. So Rook can actually start dealing with some people. You have 3 health left, so you're decently high priority. You need some too. So you can deal with that. I don't know what the 3 down here were doing, because like that's the first point of damage they've even done to Ivor. Like they just ignored him and all tried to run away while he ran them down. Which is... Let's do this. Let's cast Mend on Eggle again. Let's do some break on you. It's okay. I did say Ivor needs 1, so we should probably give Ivor his 1 at some point here. Oh, he went after Rook, okay. It's fine. You already got your kills that you need, but you can still help us by doing some armor break and stuff. Jeez, Eggle's low there. But none of them have enough damage to really do anything to him. Rook still needs to pick up kills. Oh, deflect? Well, that's fine. It's not that unfortunate. You can take out that archer, though. Ivan's just mending away. They're trying so hard to break through Eggle's armor. Eggle's not having any of it. We actually need to deal some damage to you, though, at some point here. Ivor already got the kill he needs, but he can put in some armor break on this guy. It's okay. Okay, Rook's next. They only have 4 units left. We need to deal with this guy. And I guess taking out all his armor does that. It's okay. We're not really concerned about anybody at this point. We're gonna mend somebody, but... Eggle again. Hey, H-Ken. Welcome in. Good to see you. Okay, that's fine. Ivor... Again, didn't need any more kills, I don't think. Nor did Gunnulf. It's a good thing we're so preposterously far ahead in this fight, because I can afford to just rotate through all these turns of not putting kills on characters until we finally get to it. D3? What? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Welcome to Name Pending. And now that is the... Originally it was Name Pending as in there was going to be a different name at some point. Now it's Name Pending is the name. It's stuck enough that that's just what the subs are called. Oh yes, the treasure and the blesses. Yes, yeah. We I just recently added some new emotes, so there should be there's over twice as many there now as there would have been a few weeks ago. So I hope you enjoy those as well. I'm pretty proud of them. I think they turned out pretty nicely. You're probably the biggest problem, right? So let's just take you out. Just singing Rack City in your head, but instead singing Sub City. Sub City, bitch. Sub City, bitch. That's funny. We'll take you out. Rook's down to no armor. We can't have that. It's funny that made me think of Borderlands because if you're not familiar, in Borderlands there's this enemy called the Rack, and they have like these nests that they sometimes there are nests that continuously spawn them. And so sometimes when I used to be on my way to fight like racks and clear out the nest, I'd start like singing like Rack City bitch, Rack City bitch. Rack City bitch, Rack City bitch. Hope you brought some incendiary ammo, bitch. What am I doing? Eggle, where are you? What do I want you to do? You don't need to do anything. You can just chill. We're literally just trying to get to Rook so Rook can get another kill, and then... And probably Nid will get the other one, I think. Oh no, they did some damage to Rook. Whatever will we do? Okay, promote, that's what we needed. And then you can take out the last one. Dope. Okay. That was a, like... I mean, obviously it could always go a little better, but that was essentially a perfect fight. Nobody went down. We got the kills on exactly who we wanted them on. Several characters are ready to promote now. That was good. I'm happy with how that ran. Had a banging weekend though. Your favorite lacrosse team won the championship. A lot of Canadians in that team. Go Rav. I'm not surprised by that statement. Had some great food. Nice. And started playing The World Ends With You. Ooh, I've heard really good things about The World Ends With You. That game freaking rocks. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. It looks like something I'd really enjoy. I've never gotten around to playing it myself. Yeah, as for lacrosse, a lot of people don't know, but lacrosse is actually the official sport of Canada. It's not hockey. You'd expect it to be hockey. But it's lacrosse, and Canada is really, really good at lacrosse. With the brigands either fallen or fled, the peasants they left behind thank you profusely. It is true what he said, one tells you. We took the food and left. May the gods have mercy on me, I'd let them die. They hesitantly joined your caravan. Oh, yeah. That's what I kind of expected to happen. And they brought supplies. See, I knew we'd get supplies anyway if we just
As we pass
did that.
steep cliffs, the sprawl of Boersgard comes into view. A city of contrasting rich and poor, opportunity and gamble. Our best hope for salvation, or our graves.
Okay, we'll just walk in. You're from New York. It's a big sport here in the Northeast. Nice, yeah, especially Long Island. Oh, sure, that's cool. But yeah, you're surprised so many Canadians in the league. Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah, that's really cool. I don't know if it's still this way. I assume it is, but because lacrosse was actually invented by the Iroquois tribe, for a long time they got their own representation at nationals, and usually the two best teams at nationals were the Team Canada and then the Iroquois Nation team, which were a bunch of Canadian Aboriginal people. So we essentially kind of had two teams at the World Championships, and they would both dominate. I don't know if it still works like that way or if there's been more parity now. Like, I assume generally sports tend, like individual countries tend to get less dominant as time goes on, because as other countries pick up and really get interested in the sports, the parity evens out, and like one country stops winning all the time. So I don't know if that's still the case where it's that one side at the World Championships or not, but it was like that at one point. Look at me, well said, very impressed. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm out of tea. I have a water bottle for that, though. Finally, you arrive at Boersgard, where the walls stretch for miles in both directions, and are littered with the bodies of dredge, varl, and men. Excuse the mess, shouts a voice from above the gates. Looking up, you spy a striking varl, his face wreathed with matted black hair. Movement at the gate catches your eye. Dredge are still banging on the gate doors without luck. Let us in, you shout. Sigbjorn pushes past. I won't be hearing the end of this for a while, he says, before yelling, Open up, Bulwark. They dug me out of Reykjavik. You hear a laugh echoing on the wind as the doors creak. A dozen armed men led by the massive varl make quick work of the dredge and usher you into the city. Well, here we go. This is the, this is like one of the first cities we've come to in this game. Well, not... the varl place, whose name is escaping me for the moment, was kind of like this. But like most of the cities we've come to have just been like a mess of warring factions all being out for themselves. But this one actually seems like there's people defending it. They're doing a half-decent job holding off the dredge. Somebody's in charge. This seems reasonably better than any other place we've come to so far. Learned more about Native Americans as you became a lacrosse fan than you ever did before, and can't tell if that's sad or not. Oh, sure, yeah. Well, I mean, that's... I mean, the sad part, I guess, is what that says about the lack of inclusion of that kind of information in, like, formal education systems. Most people tend to learn more about Aboriginal stuff through their own interests. So like you with lacrosse, for instance, most people tend to find that information through their own research and stuff rather than being formally taught it. And I think that's the sad part, that it's not taught to everybody in like an institution, like a school. You may be interested to know that they brought a mender. We did bring a mender. You didn't go get a mender. Where's the mead? Oh, you didn't go to get a mender. Where's the mead? Sigbjorn shrugs apologetically. This fellow is huge. Can we take a sec here? I mean, there's this large, looks like almost like a polar bear fur, which is definitely increasing some of the size, but this is a big individual. Definitely skim the Native American history and public education for sure. Great point. Yeah, they absolutely do. Super and shrugs apologetically. I guess the mender will do. Either we've got a chance now or we're completely screwed. I'm Rook. We've come a long ways, some as far as Skoger. Are you in charge here? In charge of the governor, I suppose. Listen, if you have something to tell him, say it now. Otherwise, you're on your own. I don't care where you go, but stirring up trouble is probably the only reason you'll see me again. It won't be to talk. Fair enough. Mender, come along. We're going to see the governor. Bulwark and Sigrun leave with Ivan, who goes willingly, signaling that he's fine. Fane. This is just like Frostfeller all over again. It's a little better than Frostfeller. This is nothing like Frostfeller. The one in Bearskin is probably leading the Ravens. But yeah, man, the world ends with you has Picto written all over it. I wonder if she's played it. It's so good. Yes, they have played it. It's been a while, I think. But yeah. I have not, unfortunately. I would like to, I think. And this might be a good opportunity with because they re-released like a updated version or something, I think. Is it a remaster or is it or is it just a port to the Switch maybe that they released? They released something, right? Yeah, final remix for the Nintendo Switch. That's what I'm thinking of. No, that was released in 2018. Is that the newest one? I guess that counts. Oh no, no worries, HCAN. No worries. Picto has both sets of those pronouns listed, so you were not misgendering anyone there. Final remix. What am I thinking of that came out recently? Oh, there was an animation that aired recently. That's what I'm thinking of. I still would like to play the game, but I guess if I'm planning to play the game, I probably shouldn't watch the show first. But they did The World Ends With You, the animation, recently too. Just aired earlier this year, this spring. That's what I was thinking of, that there was new content out for it recently. I think it's a port, but it has additional content on Switch. Sure, yeah. That's the one you're playing, but there's a sequel out now called Neo you'll play after. Oh, that's all. That's probably also what I was thinking of, that they released a sequel called Neo. Ravens? Is that good or bad? It depends on who they're working for. Hopefully it really is the governor, not someone trying to strong-arm their way into his seat. I guess we wait for Ivan to tell us, if he comes back. I'm not worried about Ivan. I'm worried about the army of refugees we brought, who don't belong here. That's fair. You're probably right. Nobody ever uttered a nice thing about Borisgard. So what now? We ought to go to the docks and see what our options are, in case we need to leave quickly. Did you notice the city guards when we came in? What guards? I have a feeling the Ravens are all they got left. Something serious went down. And when Bellower gets here, he's going to walk right through this place without even breaking his stride. Oh yeah. Oh, you have it on Switch, Sammy? Nice. Still need to play it? Gotcha. Yeah, I've heard very good things. It looks really cool. Let's keep that to ourselves for now. So, the docks. Before we hop to the docks, we have 33 renown, 6 days of supplies. We don't have the option to rest or anything. Let's go check out our heroes, though. Because with 33 renown, I think I can level up at least a couple people and get ourselves set up pretty nicely for a for heading into the end game here. Although it's unfortunate because 33, we need 20 to get someone from level 4 to 5. We would need 15 to get someone from 3 to 4. Ideally, I would do one of these 4s up to 5, and then Ivor up to 4. But we're short 2 renown. That's okay though. Controls took you a bit to get used to, but you've played Splatoon for years, so you're used to motion controls. Oh, is it motion controls? Are those is that optional, or is the motion controls like the only control scheme? Out of curiosity, I've never really used motion controls. I played after Splatoon 2, like stopped doing Splatfests, but then they had that like final Splatfest that was like months later, and they had a week-long demo for it or something. I downloaded the demo and I played a bunch of that with Picto. And I enjoyed it enough that I'm considering getting Splatoon 3 maybe at some point. But I didn't play with motion controls. I've never used motion controls with anything. I don't even know if the Switch Lite can do motion controls, to be honest. Maybe it can. Maybe it can't. Motion controls for docked mode. Touch controls handheld. It probably can't then. If motion controls are for docked mode, I don't think the Switch Lite can do motion stuff. I'm not sure if it can or not. Either way. Once you get past that, the story is absolute fire. Ooh, nice. Love starting games so much. Heard it's spectacular, so it's exciting. Ooh, yeah. Gotten past games with interesting controls for story before. Oh, for sure. Yeah, a lot of games like to experiment with the control scheme, and sometimes it works out, and sometimes it's not so hot. Motion controls for dock. Oh, right, I already read that. Touch controls handheld. The new game Neo is purely just controller normal stuff, though. Oh, interesting that they moved away from that in the sequel and didn't include any of that. We want to get somebody up to 5 because I want somebody to be able to use Dunder's Hand, and our current 5s are not really... Oh, they did take Sigbjorn out of our party for the moment. Good thing I stole his Scarlet Feather. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so Egil's not really a strength-based character, so this would be kind of wasted on him. And that's true for Ivan as well. So like neither of those are really good options to use this on, which means I want to get one of my strong characters up to 5 so they can use that. And I guess don't know if the controls were bad, but you got through Final Fantasy 13 and it was hard AF. What did you play 13 on, Sammy? Did you play it on PC? And if so, did you use controller or mouse and keyboard? I'm trying to remember. I played it on what did I play it on? Time to look that up. What did 13 launch on? I want to say I played it on 360, but was it on 360? Yeah, it did launch on 360. Okay. '13 is actually Final Fantasy 13 is the only game that I've lined up for a midnight launch of. Coincidentally. Played with controller on Steam. Gotcha. Gotcha. Don't think you ever played 13? Gotta get on your grind, love yourself some Square Enix. I really like 13. It caught a lot of flack on release for how different it was from previous Final Fantasy games. A lot of long-time fans of the franchise were not happy with a lot of the ways that things were, I don't want to say changed because every game is different. Like there's changes in all of them, but this one, certain aspects of it didn't really feel as much like a Final Fantasy. But other aspects absolutely do, and it's a fantastic game. I love 13 a lot. I feel like Undertale is also hard, frustrating to play, but Younger You was built different, I guess, because I persisted. I've never played Undertale. So I've seen some clips of gameplay here and there, and it looks like it could be pretty tricky. The boss fights seem to have really interesting mechanics. Now, in an ideal world, we could level up all of our characters, but as it currently stands, what is your... How does puncture work again? Standing still. For every 2 points of armor the target has lost, the archer gains 1 additional strength to her attack as long as she didn't move. So that's 1 additional strength. So if I give her this, she'd be at an 11 plus her level up. She could actually have a pretty beefy attack, which could be very useful. Combined with like Rook's shredding for 6 armor right now. Shred something for 6, and then she gets 6 additional plus. It could do some significant damage. She's been huge for us so far this campaign. Part of me wants to do that too, because she's ranged. Like, Gunnulf's great. Oh, but Gunnulf, I'm really actually liking the Scarlet Feather and how it reduces his aggro and keeps things off of him. So I probably wouldn't put the level 5 thing on him anyway. Similar with Rook. Yeah, I think Oddleif's the choice here. It's been the MVP of the run so far for me, I would say. This can go up to max. Oh, most of her stats are already maxed. I guess the other point just goes into willpower. She can wear that. Just thinking that today, playing The World Ends With You, I feel like when you were younger, you just played the games. You never reviewed them in your head. Just played them and was happy to be playing games. So different nowadays. Oh, sure. Yep, that happens to me. To some extent with games, that have especially happened to me with watching anime, though. I got to the point where, like, as it was coming up to the final episode, I was thinking, so am I giving this a 7 or am I giving this an 8? Because I have one of those like site aggregator lists of all the things I've watched, and I score them on there. But I was starting to think more about what I was going to score things than I was actually about like what was going on in the shows and whether I was enjoying them or not. Which is, I mean, it's not an invalid way to enjoy things. It is just a different one. But I miss being able to just like sit down and be awed by something. I get it. Wasn't a big fan of Breath of the Wild. I was a big fan of, oh yeah, Skyward Sword. So I thought about being different can be a throw off for some. Sure, for sure, absolutely. Skyward Sword also had controls that a lot of people complained about, right? I think the original release. Becoming besties, nice. I feel like sometimes we don't let games media just be like 7 out of 10 sometimes. Not everything needs to be God's gift to gaming to be fun, worth playing. Yeah, that's another really good point too. There's definitely a subset of people who think like only masterpieces are worth the time, and like there's nothing wrong with just enjoying an experience and being like, yeah, that was pretty good. Wasn't anything that I'm gonna be recommending to people in 10 years, but it was fun. I actually didn't play Skyward Sword. I watched a little bit of it. I've never played Skyward Sword myself either. I haven't played most of the Zelda games. Prior to this Switch Lite, the last like mainline Nintendo console I've owned while it was like relevant, was probably the Super Nintendo. I think we had a 64 at one point when I was young for a little while. I can't remember though. And I don't know why we would have gotten rid of it, but we didn't. At a certain point, we didn't have it anymore, so maybe I'm making things up. But so I missed a lot of the Zelda games. I played like Link to the Past and the older ones that were on the Super Nintendo. But I haven't played like anything really in the franchise since then. Hard time reading things sometimes, like books, because like, I don't know, I enjoyed it. It's subjective sometimes. Oh, for sure. Yep. Yeah, I managed to avoid getting too much into rating things based on like analyzing every category and be like, okay, like what was the story and what was the story's like a whatever out of 10 and the characters are whatever 10 and then averaging it all up. Like I don't get into that too much. I mostly just rate on like an overall enjoyment sense. Yeah, rating's an interesting way to enjoy things. I like it, but it's definitely different than just watching and being done with something afterwards. Enjoy the designs and the music. Nice. Cruise's theme, 10 out of 10. I'll have to look it up. I don't think I've heard it before. May not be a big Breath of the Wild fan, but your favorite Zelda design? That's fair. Breath of the Wild is beautiful. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's see here. I'm not going into combat, right? I was just deciding who I'm leveling up right now. we got to talking, and then because we're on the party screen, I started to thinking like, okay, so what do I want my party to be? But like, I'm not about to go into a fight. I was just in here leveling people up. Now, do I hold out for a couple extra points hoping to level up like Ivor, or do I just toss the 10 renown I do have right now on Nid or Alette to get them to level 3? What would level 3 give them? Neither of my level 3 things are that great. I mean, the Brooch can definitely come in handy. Toss that on somebody and they can eat some hits that would have otherwise started to slowly chip them down. I don't know if it's better than... What does Nid have currently? That's really good. I don't think it's better than that. I don't know if it would be better than this either. So I don't know if getting them to 3 really helps me out all that much. At least not in terms of items. Obviously makes them stronger. We'll hold off for now. We're going to have other opportunities, I think, to level up characters. Maybe once we get some more renown. I assume there'll be some battles here at some point. Let's check the market. We could probably get some supplies. Armor per rest, that's okay. Plus 2 aggro, 5% dodge strength. Not bad. 20% dodge strength. Will per rest. Or just plus 3 will. Those are all okay. 1 renown only gets 1 supply. Oh, because they only have 16 available. There are not many supplies in town. Okay, well, it's going to take a lot of our renown to get anything. We'll buy the 1 to get us up from 6 days to 7. Buy us an extra day's worth of supplies. I think that's worthwhile to do. And then before we run into the docks, I need to use the washroom. So I think now we'll take our a quick little break. And then we'll jump right back into it. I feel like we're getting close to the end, if I recall correctly. Like, I don't know if there's a ton left. Now, that could be mini fights, so we may not still get through it tonight, depending. But story-wise, I think we're getting towards the end now. But yeah, I'll be back shortly. Please, of course, as always, take this opportunity to take care of yourselves too. Get drinks, get snacks, get a stretch in. Tell yourself that you're amazing. You know, whatever you need to do, and I will be back shortly. Okay. Back we are. What have I missed? I love when there's big thunder and the power goes in. Oh gosh, stay safe, Sammy. I'm sorry that's happening right now. Excited for the new Sea of Thieves season 2. I didn't know Sea of Thieves had seasons. I guess it makes sense. Most games are like long-running games that want to like sort of keep a consistent online player base tend to be going to the season format these days. But I didn't know that they had that. Drinking the water, yeah. Oh, you finished True Colors, Sammy? That's fantastic. How are you liking it? Or how did you like it, sorry? And started Tales of Rise, how are you liking that? That's awesome. I love Tales so much. You're probably already gone, Banjo, because I was mid-break, but have a good, safe drive to the airport. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you, friend. Oh yeah, the PF5 opening is lit. The PF5 opening is fantastic. As are the openings and endings for the P5 animation. That show had some excellent music as well. Okay, let's go to the docks and see what's up. Oh. True Colors was super good. Bit biased as a huge Life is Strange fan though. I mean, that's maybe, but sometimes huge fans are the hardest ones to impress, right? If they significantly departed from what makes Life is Strange good, then that bias might work against them. Visually the best so far. Nice. Nice. The bits and pieces I've seen, yeah, the town looks phenomenal. And like the environment and everything. When we get to the docks, your heart sinks. Not a long ship to be seen, aside from wrecks. Bodies float in the water, buildings are trashed and boarded up. What happened here? Murmurs Alette. They're all gone, says Ivan, approaching alone. I see you had the same thought as me. Face emotions and eyes are super good. Oh, even when subtle. Nice. That's fantastic. Yeah, character acting is huge for that kind of a game. Ivan, you're okay. I'm fine. It wasn't a lie. The governor is here. He's in hiding. Why? Since the dredge started appearing, anyone with a ship and half a wit left long ago. People can't leave by foot. Food is scarce. The markets are bare. Borsgard is a fire keg waiting for someone to tip it over. So governor is paving the ravens to protect him against his own people. And keep the peace, so to speak. It's more like a massacre anytime there's a hint of an uprising. Okay, maybe things aren't a lot better here than the previous cities we were in. Still sounds pretty shitty. Never played. Know the song, though. Fun fact that you bring up too often, you have a Life is Strange tattoo, amongst others. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, how many tattoos do you have, Sammy? Your newest one looks fantastic. I know I've seen the pic. I saw that. Well, actually, when you were planning it, I saw it, and then also your post of it when it was done. I only have the one tattoo myself. I'd be down to get more, maybe, at some point. I don't really have any ideas for what I would get, but... where does that leave us? I promised him the Meneder's protection in Arborang. I don't think he's very popular there. They're going to start tearing this place down to build new ships. We can ride the Ormsa River all the way to the capital, leaving another perfectly good city behind. How long will it take to build new ships? Hold on, what happens to the people living in Borsgard? It's the best I could do, Alette. He thought it could take as long as a month. You don't usually make ships out of scrap lumber. A month? We can't live here for a month. We do not have the supplies. Just another feather in the Sammy's a badass hat. Sammy is a badass, it's true. Have 5. Navi, Lilith's one, Mudkip Skitty, Rose, Books of the Sword. Nice. You two have 5. Oh, awesome. Wait, 6? Sorry, legit forgot one. As soon as people figure out what's going on, there's going to be riots in the streets. A month? Why bother? Bella will be here within the week, if not sooner. I'm open to suggestions. Gods be damned. Is there no end to this? Ivor roars in frustration, leaving you standing by the docks. Light gives you a worried look before chasing after him. Ivan. What do we do about Bellower? Ivan says nothing for a moment. I don't know. Fuck. Forget Navi because she's on your ankle, the rest are on your arms. Oh, sure. I sometimes forget that I have one. Like just missing a one. It's here on my rib cage. And so I don't see it all that often. And so sometimes when I do like catch it in the mirror, I'm like, oh yeah, I've got a tattoo. Wait, what? What's up, love? Zhao from Genshin Impact, nice. Divine Beast from Breath of the Wild, cool. Koi Fish, awesome. Some skulls. Bakugo, good choice. And this Flower Cross thing, nice. Very cool. Did you know that? Did you know what? About my tattoo? Maybe? I don't know. I feel like when tattoos come up in conversation, I mention it, but maybe I don't. I can't I can't honestly say if you knew that or not, love. Now that I think about it, I don't know if we've ever discussed that. You don't think you knew? Don't know how you feel right now? Well, at the risk, I mean, it's not too much, it's not TMI. If the world were in a different state, we would have been physically in the same place before, and you likely would have seen me without a shirt on. So you would know in that scenario. Sounds awesome. Some good tattoo pics. Absolutely. Yours are too, Sammy. Both of you have some really nice sets of stuff. Big BNHA fan? Yeah, me too. I've been following it for a bit. I think I'm not fully caught up on the current season though. I'm 1 or 2 episodes behind maybe. Ravison lore? When? Whenever. Is that something I should make a just because I need to have point redemptions because I don't have any and everybody has tons of points that they're not getting to use. I could put an AMA point question. I thought about that when I first started streaming and I was setting up points and stuff. Or I guess when I first unlocked the points. But I was like, I don't really need an AMA because I'm like I'm pretty chill when it comes to questions anyway. Like if people want to know stuff, I'll just answer it. So I didn't think I really needed the redemption. And like anything that I wouldn't be willing to answer without the redemption, I wouldn't be willing to answer, period. So like it's just kind of like the redemption is meaningless. But if people want something to spend points on, I can certainly toss it in there. Ones that aren't really getting rated was when you were young and just wanted them because girls. Now you get stuff you actually love. That's fair. Few ups behind, but caught up on the manga. Oh, nice. That's good. Love getting stuff you love? Yeah. It's important to... Well, I shouldn't say that. It depends on the person. For some people, it's important to have meaningful tattoos. I know there are plenty of people though who just use it as like an art piece. They'll just get something they think looks cool, and if in a few years they don't like it, it's whatever. Because they've got so many that it's just like I just get whatever I like the look of. Although to be fair, I feel like if I had a ton of tattoos, I'd be even more concerned about the meaning of each of them, because there's a limited amount of canvas space, right? If you get so many tattoos that you're starting to run out of free places to put them, then like it really matters which ones you're getting. Bookstores was just a cool idea. To be fair, you do love books and fantasy. I love the bookstores tattoo thing. I think it turned out fantastic. Find ever standing on the city walls overlooking the fields outside. Dredge are keeping their distance but continue to gather. What's Ivor gonna say? He doesn't seem keen on this situation. I'm okay, Rook. Ivor cuts you off before you can say anything. You know he's been through worse. Just feels like someone should cut us a break every now and then. Yeah. If we want to be standing a month from now, we're going to have to be prepared. What did you have in mind? What if we just leave on foot? What about the ravens? There's no way we can hold out for a month. I just don't have the supplies for it. And there was only like a few days worth of supplies in the town anyway to be bought. We're just gonna get Bud as a tap, but changed your mind, didn't feel right, so you figured you always have time? Absolutely, Sammy, yeah. Yeah, you don't need to get anything right away. Maybe you'll want it in the future, maybe you still won't, and that's totally valid. Did you tell what video game you're playing around your birthday? Because based on the tattoos you have, like you'd probably get The World Ends With You on right now because you think the main character looks cool? Sure. That's about the extent of how much thought you give things, by the way. I mean, that's fine. If you like them, that's what matters, right? They don't need to... Your reasoning for why you get a particular tattoo only needs to matter to you, or to make sense to you. Doesn't need to make sense to anybody else. What did you have in mind? First off, our clansmen need a place to stay. They'll get torn to pieces out in the streets. I'll keep an eye on the dredge up here. If they break through the walls, we're done for, so we have to keep them back. Could always use a hand with that. We need to know who's controlling what and make sure we get our cut. Food's going to become scarce. And when they start building those ships, we're going to have to keep people away. What a damn mess. I'll do what I can. Jesus. So we're going to have to choose between all those options on any given day? Ivor explains, I'm leading attacks with Ivan every time the dredge get too close to the gates. Listen, we're going to lose fighters in Varl every day like this. I don't need to tell you what happens if nobody's manning this wall. We could always use help. You consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will likely take a full day. Fuck. This guy looks cool. Yeah, let's do that. That's valid. That's completely valid. Find a safe place for Karen to stay, join Ivor in defending the walls, find a source of supplies, help down at the docks, put Krumer in charge of leading the warriors. Try to get some rest. Why would putting Krumer in charge of leading the warriors take a full day? I mean, I think we've got 7 days of supplies. I think what we're going to need to do is find a safe place for Karen to stay, then probably help with the walls for a day. That'll put us down to 5 days. Maybe then find some supplies, put Krumer in charge at some point. I think day one we just want to find a safe place for our people to stay. We've got 300 clansmen who need shelter. Tire Caravan has spread out in the streets where they're attracting attention. We could look for a public house, suggests Alette, like Frostfeller. You figure that if you made camp in the open, you could at least keep everyone together, or with people leaving the city recently, there might be abandoned houses you could squat in. Gather in the public rest house, make camp in the open space, keeping everyone together, look for abandoned houses, put some people in charge, and let them deal with it. Buzzing thinking about that puppy. Yeah. Yeah, I really hope that works out. That's New pets. I mean, pets in general are wonderful, but the excitement of getting a new pet is really, really special. Only have the one tattoo, but you know what you want to get for your next one? What would you like to get, love? I guess I'm excited, actually. I don't know if tattoos are something, since you didn't know that I have one, and I don't think I know what you would want for your next one, so it's not something we've really talked about. We can have tattoo conversations sometime. Is it me? No, I'm kidding. Don't get a tattoo of me. Anxiously waiting Breath of the Wild 2. Hope you enjoy it more than Breath of the Wild. Fair, yeah. Absolutely. Hope it works out, but if not, it just means you're destined to have a different friend. That's true. That's true. There are many wonderful animals out there who need loving homes. And whichever one you end up with is going to be wonderful. Sweet girl Ivy you saw? That's great. Hope everything goes well. Yeah, absolutely. No, it's not? Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Gather in the public. I think I want to look for abandoned houses, but like... With all the people that fled from Beauregard with the dredge arrived, you figure there must be abandoned houses around. Sure enough, a few turn up, which will keep people out of the weather. They express concerns over safety. A house full of women and children is sure to draw some attention. Leave some fighters to go. We have no fighters. Assign leaders in charge of each house. Help make the houses more defensible. I need to delegate a bit. There's too much going on right now. Rook can't be handling it all himself. I think we assign some leaders. I can't be here all the time. You tell people who have traveled with you through thick and thin. You help put people in charge of keeping watch over each house and arm them with weapons. Hopefully it's enough. Ugh, concerning. We just lost a lot of Varl. Okay. You think you'd want Breath of the Wild 2 to be a little more linear in the story sense? Or like more obvious traditional story points? You want diversity in dungeons, temples aesthetic-wise. Those in the shrines were a little samey with aesthetics. Fair, fair. I still haven't played Breath of the Wild 2. I've watched through wonderful master mode playthroughs of it, courtesy of the one and only Pictobeam. But I can't really comment too much on the story myself. I will say that I did notice the shrines and things do seem a little... like they're all the same design. The puzzles are unique and interesting, but they do all kind of look the same. And I think it would be cool if there was different looking ones. Absolutely. And what was my plan? I think I said that we needed to probably help Ivor the second day. Ivor points at the dredge along the wall. There's a lot more of them, and they're getting braver. We lost a fair numbers of fighters since yesterday. We could use your help if there's nobody left to defend the walls. Whenever your clansmen from the caravan finds you, just want to tell you things are fine. People you left in charge are doing a good job. Even stopped some looters and sent them off with a little warning for anyone else thinking of coming after us. I swear I even saw some of them smiling. He departs, leaving you to worry about other things. Thank goodness. Okay. We made a good decision there. We gained some renown for it. Oh, yes. Consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will likely take the full day. We don't want to let the dredge build up too much, so I think today we should defend the walls. That'll take us down to 5 supplies. So tomorrow we look for a source of supplies. Then maybe we defend the walls again. Help with the docks. I think if we alternate, sort of defend the walls every other day while getting other tasks done in sort of the order of immediate requirements. Try to get some rest will be if we have injuries. We don't need that. I'd like to do this right now. I think Krumer's pretty capable. I mean, he's not a high-level character for us, but I wouldn't mind putting him in, like, story-wise, he's capable. But it says knowing any of these will take a full day. I don't think I want to take a full day. We'll defend the walls today. Say it's Sammy gonna show up at Nintendo HQ and be like, listen, if you want this to be a 10 out of 10, wait for Harveston to go live and let's cross our fingers Sammy is there. That's our only hope. I mean, yeah. Nintendo would do well to... I mean, Nintendo, when it comes to Zelda games, pretty much hits it out of the park, so... Cutting down on quantity for quality. These are just your takes, though. Game wasn't bad, you just like different things. That's fair, that's fair. Again, I'm only sort of relating to this in terms of reading the ideas, but I can't, like, compare them to the game because I haven't played. I do know that when it comes to open world games, I do like there to be a lot to do. Like, I enjoy being able to just, like, completely ignore the story for, like, a week and just, like, go off doing side stuff. Something like this, but with a lily, since it's the house... Oh, the house 410 flower. Yeah. In the Sova for it, anyway. But the stem of the flower going into a letter A to start off with the quote. Oh, that sounds lovely, love. Let me take a look at the picture. Okay, so the house 410 flower into, and then into the quote. That would be gorgeous. That would be really, really cool. I just combined good and cool into ghoul, but that sounds wonderful, yeah. Let's defend the walls. We've been a little more aggressive lately, says Ivor. With their numbers going up, they don't take us seriously unless we're taking out 2 for every 1 we lose. Okay. Might cry, that idea is so beautiful. It's really, really great. Okay, ready for battle. Now, what have we determined? Ivan doesn't need kills. Rook is ready to promote. Ivor's also would be ready to promote to 5. Ivor doesn't need kills. Gunlof doesn't need kills. Oddleif doesn't need kills. Wow, we don't have the renown to level everybody yet, but our whole roster is basically ready to go to 5, except for Alette and Nid. Now, Alette's trailing behind because I only use her against Dredge, which we're about to fight some Dredge, so we may as well. Did I just drop the mic? It's still falling? You're at 9, which I think 9 is enough to go to 3, actually. Or no, 5 is enough to go to 3. I think 9 is enough to go to 4, right? Because then 14 is enough to go to 5. So you're doing pretty good. Alette could use some more kills. Sneak you in there. Ivan's just so good, though. I can't not use Ivan. Which means I guess we just... Our roster's in good shape here. Do I not use Rook? Can't not use Rook. Who do I not use in this fight? I guess Nid can sit one out. Nid, what are you currently using for your thing? The armor break. We'll put that back on Alette. And then Ivan is using... Oh, actually, what's everybody else using? Oh, Ivan gains will per turn. That's super useful. More armor on you. That's good. Yeah, Obsidian Bell's great on you. So I guess we just try to get Alette some points here. But then I think our strongest team would be swap in Oddleif for Alette, because Oddleif's fucking dope. Alette's great too. Speaking of, we have 22. I think we can afford to toss 10 onto Alette right now, in all honesty. And we'll put that as high as it can go. And we'll put that up. What did I determine? You're already high enough, you're already high enough, you're already high enough. So we want to put as many kills on Alette as possible, but we're probably not going to stall out too much, unless we get really far ahead like we did last fight. Because currently Alette's our only character that can really benefit from kills, and I'm not going to go through a full round of combat every time I want to finish an enemy off, I don't think. Again, unless we're like managing the fight perfectly and we're in great shape. I should level up Ivor soon too. Okay. Let's get in on this. Rook is awesome. Rook is awesome. Okay. This isn't too many enemies. Well, it's still 7. What do they got here, though? 2214, a 1319. You... I would like... Oh, so many slingers, though. This could actually be kind of a nightmare. I really hate slingers. DD tomorrow. Am I done until DD2? Nope. Nope. DD tomorrow. In fact, we're, the opposite of being done till DD2 is that there's a few bosses left that I wanted to finish up before it releases. So I'm on a little bit of a time limit in terms of finishing up the game and trying to beat it. But I think we're in plenty good shape. I think I've got like 5 Mondays left, and there's only a few things I need to still do. Yes, it's October... It's late October, right? October 25th? October 26th, I think? I think it's the 26th, because it comes out on a Tuesday. Yeah. October 26th. And also worth noting that that is the early access date. It's technically not the full release of the game. Though these days most games early access is pretty good, like high quality stuff, so it's essentially going to be a full game, but I may have to... Well, it's usually only on Mondays that we do Dark Ascension. I might have to do it that Wednesday too, like the day after it releases, just because I'll be excited to play it. Okay, I mean, let's try this fight out. I think we're going to be okay here. We've got a pretty stellar roster. Send you right in here. Stone wall. Good. Draw their attention. You're next? Okay, that's fine. Where can you go? So we could safely have Ivor finish right here. Oh, that's going to block off... no, it's not actually. Okay, good. They're all going after Eggle. That's fine. You're next. I don't really want... Wait, when do you... You're not the one who threw those. I don't want to leave anyone right beside those where they're going to get themselves exploded again. I think we swing you over here. We're going to run you in to try and do some big damage on those. Hagel's drawing so much attention, letting us get set up this first round. For Rook to be in range of this, he's going to be in range of it, which we don't want. So I think we just chill again. See, we're taking a full turn to get ourselves in position here, but yeah, it's absolutely worth it for Let to run up further and put some early armor break on this. Ooh. Throwing in a lot of explodey things. That's okay. It's not really a concern for us. Is it worth it to drop an early lightning on things? Probably. You're next. You're not a concern to anyone. Range is 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Ivan can probably safely stand here and drop an arc lightning on you. So we'll go 2, 3. You can put a couple points into it to have it do 3, 4. It's probably worthwhile. Okay, Eggle next. Eggle's going to get right up in their faces. Eggle's doing so much work. Oh my god. Let's move in here. Dope. Okay. Those are gonna explode, but I really want to go for the whirlwind. When do you go next? Are we gonna have opportunity to put more damage on you? I think so. I hope so. Do I charge in with Gunnulf this early? He's gonna take slight explosion damage, right? Is there a way for me to tell which of you threw out these things? I think some of them are gonna blow up soon. Let's avoid the explosions for now. Hopefully I don't regret not putting damage on the big guy yet. Okay, good. Those are the ones that would have exploded on me. Let's just really strip down your armor there. Well, I can deal 10 damage to this. That essentially makes it a non-concern for the rest of the fight. Oh my god. Oh, you're gonna do the slam? That's not that big a deal. Let me ask you, as you were playing through 14, when did you really say to yourself this is your game? What moment really locked in that connection for you? Oh, that's an interesting question. Probably after the moment where that quote takes place that you want to get tattooed. Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's a fantastic moment. There's a quest you get a few later that you get an item and you cried for like at least 20 minutes. Well, right after that, the moment with the quote happened, we just like paused for like 45 minutes or so. Because we were playing through that section together. We just chilled for like 45 minutes before we were able to continue anymore. And then yeah, the quest later on. Realize you're so heavily impacted by the narrative in this story. Yeah. You're next. I'm not super concerned about you. We don't want to arc lightning that, actually. None of you are really well set up for arc lightning. So instead, maybe we do a little bit of a mend on Eggle. Just a tiny one. Eggle's so fucking effective. You're next, though. But Eggle has plus aggro and Gunnulf has minus aggro, so you shouldn't... Step in a little further. We'll actually put 2 points into Stonewall this time, just to hold off the extra damage. Nice. Couldn't complete the quest, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That was... I mean, well, it was emotionally charged, but that was a lovely evening when we were playing through that section. Man, and there was a friend group that you were in the mix of when you first started playing, or did you sort of lead the charge with your community into playing? Had some friends kind of, but mostly had been playing with Ravison. Yes. Okay, Ivor needs to get in a position to do some damage here. Gunolf is... or not Gunolf, Eggle's so effective. We need to get more armor shred on you, though. I mean, Gunolf can start. Well, actually, Gunolf can deal 5 here, which is a big deal. Slowly move Rook in, start shredding some armor. I'd actually tried 14 several times back when it first started just on your own, but realized you didn't have a good way to play it, so you never got far, but 1.0 was incredible story-wise. Yes, you've... I recall that you've mentioned that a few times. How good it was. So, I don't think I've ever asked though, Love. Were you surprised when you heard that they completely reworked the base game? Looked up Aero's script references? Oh yeah, getting it in like a kind of Final Fantasy-ish font, that could be cool. Right before 3.0, you had some friends who wanted you to play with them, but your PC was really not great, so it was a struggle to play with you, so they never really wanted to. Oh gosh, that's... I'm sorry. Kind of like... I mean, not at all. Like, I was gonna say kind of like my situation, but I know that people would be perfectly happy to put up with my disconnects. I just don't want to put them through that. We can go full damage here on these two. Eggle's a god. Oh, they finally swung at somebody that was an Eggle. That's not good timing for that. We're gonna need to focus on taking your armor out soon. It's okay. I was really excited for them to continue the story, but also make changes that were really necessary. Sure. That makes sense. Yeah, let's run you up in here. Do 7 armor break is nuts. Oh, you're gonna throw some explodey things? That's okay. Yeah, we're gonna actually just run a lead in here, spend a point to deal 4 damage to, or 5 damage to this thing. people throwing out your bombs are going to make it really hard for me to get the kills I want, because your bombs are going to kill your own units. I'm not down for that. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Hit you, which would bounce to you. That would be okay, actually. It should do 2, 3. There we go. Yeah, you didn't... We played through a lot of it just us, and you didn't start streaming any 14 for a while, as I recall. Oh, shoot. Well, it's fine. I wanted to move you further, but... Thank you. It's very convenient of you to get Ivor out of the way of these bombs. I was just gonna chill, so those don't explode on him. I think you were caught up mostly when you had... Oh yeah. I think you did any... Don't think you did any first time MSQ. I'm trying to remember what the first time you streamed it was. What we were doing. You saw a cursed 14 tattoo? Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. Rook's just gonna shred the rest of your armor. That's okay. Let's gonna finish this thing off so that it doesn't die to these bombs. Ha! Teach you to try to steal my... Ivan still has 4. There's not really any... I'll just run you back. We don't need to lightning anything right now. Drop a mend on Rook. Fuck, that took 2 of our kills. Not much we could have done about that one, though. Whatever, we're in a pretty good position here. We can, just kind of keep cruising. What are you gonna do? You son of a bitch. It's okay. Just gonna get in here and break some of the highest armor they have left. Shoot, you wandered up where I don't want you to stand. It's okay, I think Alette can get in range of you though. Just barely. These dreads are trying to sabotage my plans by killing each other with their bombs so I don't get the credit. How dare they? Oh, you son of a bitch. Why did you walk up there? Actually, that won't kill you, so it's fine. I mean, you just finish this off. That's fine. 14 is a really easy game for you to play so often, regardless of how you're feeling. You know, you can boot that up and hang with people for a bit, for sure. Yeah. Music is lit? Yeah, it's really good. When are these going to explode? I feel like soon. They're probably going to steal this kill from us. Alright, they're going to explode right now? No. Okay, that's good. Can we just appreciate how, like, smoothly that went? That was like the ideal fight. I'm quite pleased. Once you get a couple items that let you manage aggro, it actually... Go figure that once you can manage aggro, things go a little smoother, right? Go figure that when the tank is able to do their job, that the fight goes well. Who could have predicted? So we've got 22. Stock diver. This is bad, says Ivan as Iver points across the battlefield. Aside from the fact that we're up to our necks in dredge, a stone singer showed up. If we don't deal with it, this wall will come down by the end of the day. Dad, there's a riot at the docks. Colette runs up to you out of breath. They're trying to smash up the boats. When you calm her down, she says that the ravens are there, but she's worried that things could get out of hand. You consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will likely take a full day. Well, if there's a stone singer out there, don't I have to... I have to defend the walls, right? If the walls come down, we're absolutely doomed. This has thrown off my plans. I feel like the ravens can handle the riot. It's not our people at the riot. Everything's falling apart. Try to get some rest. It's just time to take a nap. This is all a little too much. No, I mean, I gotta defend the walls, don't I? I think I just gotta keep defending the walls. We're getting lots of renown, which is good for leveling our characters up. Got a couple days of supplies. Still. That stone singer is going to wreak havoc on us if we don't take care of it, Ivor tells you. This will be a rough fight, but we've got to take it down. You ready? You prepare yourself. I mean, I'll do what I can. So now where did that put us last time? Alette needs one more kill before she's out of kills that will be helpful to her. my god, it's not Rack City, it's Rab City. Oh, goodness. We've also got another 20, though, so we could get one of these characters up to 4 or 5. I think Ivor getting stronger would be very beneficial to us. Who do I want to level up here? I feel like let's... I don't like ignoring Nid completely, but I think let's been putting in some good work for us, so... $15? What's that going to leave me with? 7? Should be fine. Do we just put both the points in armor? See, the last fight, Alette never even got attacked, right? If I can replicate that aggro management, then ideally we should put the points into, like... but if we get into a fight where something smacks her, I think more armor would be nice. Let's toss 1 point there, and 1 point into this. Seems reasonable. Do I want to send Nidin to get some kills? Maybe I should, actually. Realistically, even if I get Alette the extra kill, I'm probably not going to spend the renown to level her up. She's pretty effective as she is. I'd most likely level these characters up if I have the renown for it. So if she doesn't need that last kill, maybe I send in Nid to rack up some kills. Nid and Alette function very similarly, though. Chances are I will not, unless I have too many injuries, be running both of them at the same time in a fight. Which means... just focus on this group. This group seems OP. And OP's good, actually. We want to be not getting injuries right now. We don't want to be sending in weaker characters just to focus on leveling up and risking getting injuries. And then, yeah. Just keep farming some renown and hopefully getting through some effective fights. All right, Heart of the Beeson. Got to get some sleep, work in the AM. Good night, your friends. Okay. Thank you so much for being here, HKen. I appreciate you. Appreciate you hanging around. Appreciate all the wonderful conversation. I hope work treats you fairly well, and I hope you get some excellent rest so you feel prepared for work. We only need to get Alette 1 more kill, which means we can probably... Ooh, hello. Hello, large team of... Holy shit, a 1423? Excuse me? That's a concern. That's a really big concern. Okay. Well, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, you're the priority. We got to deal with you. Back. This looks tough. Okay, Stonesinger goes first. Then Ivor goes. Then this big thing goes. We actually need to not... Yeah. You get in there. You've got 18. And you've got 16 now. We can block up to 7 higher than that. which is 23. So we gotta spend all your points this first round, but that's okay. Stonesinger's next. You're gonna do... Oh, this is gonna buff them all, isn't it? Because you're a really annoying thing. Now we hope that Ivor's... or that Eggle's aggro... I may have set myself up for not great. Like, if this doesn't go after Eggle and goes after Rook, it's gonna one-shot Rook right off the get-go. I can't let it smack Ivor too, though, because he'd be down to half health and he'd be useless for damaging things. What I can do, actually, though, is go over here. Hopefully this thing goes after Eggle. If it doesn't, we might be in trouble. Oh my god, okay. Okay, that's fine. Ow. Okay, it's not the end of the world. You can just stand there, actually, and allow this to happen, because we just need to shred this thing down so we do big damage to it. I will let hop in with the 8 damage immediately. Okay, Eggle's doing well. Okay, we've managed to avoid this thing ruining our day. This is now probably the next biggest concern, but it also can't get to anybody because it's locked behind its allies. Let's do full power lightning strike to this thing. It's okay. Now it's about to buff everything, which is rough, but Eggle can go back to regular levels of Stonewall. So it lowered all their armor, but it raised everybody's strength. That's okay. Well, shoot, you're gonna do significant damage to something. Are you gonna start summoning? It's not the end of the world. Although we could get to Eggle now. Hopefully this walks in here and goes after Eggle with the aggro. Because otherwise it's gonna do... You do 4 damage to Rook, which wouldn't be annoying, but wouldn't be terrible. It could do... It could one-shot Ivan, which would be really bad for us. Do I kill this? Do I risk killing this? No, I think we move in here and we hit these two. We could kill it and hit those two. No, I think we do going clockwise from target. So we swing here. We're gonna hit this. There we go. Fuck, don't do it. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay, well. I should have been more careful with Ivan. It's okay. We're gonna be alright. Thing is, even with an injury, Ivan's still very effective in fights. I just need to protect him well enough that he doesn't, We need to deal with the Stone Singer. And I don't know who we're gonna do that with. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's just summoned a new unit, which is okay. It's dangerous to send Rook in this aggressively, but we need to take the armor down on this Stone Singer. Make it less of a concern. Okay, that is point of damage to Gunnulf. That's not the end of the world. If I move Alette here and use her piercing arrow. Oh, that hit Rook. I misestimated my setup here. It's okay. Okay. Thank you for doing that. It's alright. Ooh, yes. They're letting Gunnulf in here to do some significant damage to the Stone Singer and this thing. Perfect. Now we could take the Stone Singer out, but it hasn't done anything. And Rook's so much more useful with the armor break, so I think we break armor on this thing, because this big guy in the center is still sort of their most dangerous thing. Okay, he's starting to cast again. We just need to finish him before he gets that cast off, I think. Yeah, you're... Okay, they got a 1-7. 8-6 over here we should probably deal with. You're summoning. That's okay. Actually, I really don't care. It's okay. They've started to ignore Eggle. Next. I don't really mind you being next. Then Gunnulf goes. Gunnulf could actually finish both these things before they... I think I want to let this finish summoning, to be honest. We're in good shape. I think I could allow them to bring another unit in. I don't want to let this finish, I don't think, though. So if that's the case, let's just deal with you, because you have a lot of armor left. I don't have a lot of units left that can hit you. That summon finishes, that's okay. You're next in the order, you can't get to anyone anyway. Oh, your summon finished, so now Gunnulf can actually take out a bunch of you. Let's just deal with these 3 things. 4 things. Oh, that's more than I meant to kill. Okay, well that's... that's something. Hey, Delicate, welcome in. Good to see you. just have Valette finish this off completely. Get her the 1 kill she needs. Now it doesn't matter, we can just finish the fight. Other than Ivan going down, this was pretty good again. Actually. It's fine. It's okay. That'll finish it. Could have been worse. Definitely could have gone worse. Wasn't perfect, but... Not too much watching some guys get their butts kicked. We're trying. 12. We got a little extra now because we let those 2 summons come in. Our morale's actually back up to being good. That's exciting. Let's just check the market. Is there anything in here that I really like the look of? Will per kill. Strength, Will per kill. +3 will per kill is pretty dope, actually. In a dicey situation, but I'd rather just the extra renown for leveling. This morning, says Ivor, I saw him. Bellower's here. I think it won't be long now. Ivan leans silently on his staff nearby. You consider what you want to do now, knowing that any of these tasks will likely take a full day. Shoot, Bellower's here? I feel like we're nearing the end, but I don't know if we have time to finish tonight. But then next time we streamed this, I'd only only the first 45 minutes or even less would be this game, which is fine. We did then immediately hop into the second one. I should have actually looked at the, I can't go to the menu right now, can I? I should have checked how many days of rest Ivan might need. Let's take the riots down by the docks, put Chrome in charge of leading the warriors. Do another fight. Some more renown would be nice, if we can get through it without taking injuries. I'll be honest with you, Ivor says, there's too many of them. We're just delaying the inevitable at this point. He catches eye. Still gotta try, you say. Three injuries, so he's gonna be at 4 strength. So he'll be... We need to keep him away from any damage, essentially. But that's okay, we can do that. Now we have 19 renown. Do we level Ivor up to 4, or do we hold off till we get one more and get one of these characters to 5? Rook could benefit from being at 5. Gunolf could certainly benefit from being at 5. Or do we call it for tonight, since I need to get up kind of early? When was our last save? 23:31, 3 minutes ago. So that was after that last fight. So we could just call it, jump off from this point next time. I think that probably works best. I imagine the fights are going to get trickier and probably take a while. It'd be nice if there was a little bit of build up to the battle with Belor, rather than it just being the very first thing we jump into. We will probably finish this next time and get a decent start into the second one. Unless the final battles are so hard that I struggle with them and have to repeat them a bunch of times over and over and over. That's possible. But I think we'll call it here. I'm actually pretty pleased with where we're at, though. I was not expecting to get the characters as leveled up as they were. I felt like I was way behind on that curve in terms of like I felt for where I was in the game a few nights ago. They weren't nearly as strong as they should be. But we're doing okay. Got some decent items. It's gonna be good, I think. Let's go see where we might like to raid, though. Yeah, thank you or you're most welcome, McD. Thank you for being here. Hello, Ian. Sad? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that you're just coming in as we're ending. That is unfortunate, but it's a little late, and I do have to get up in the morning. I appreciate you stopping by, though. And we'll go hang with. Uh, Sammy already finished True Colors. Although, Sammy, you said you were going to bed soon anyway. I'm thinking about going over to Ash, who's playing True Colors, but I know she's quite a ways into that. Is there anyone here who doesn't want to be spoiled by that? Is that a great concern for anybody? Good night to you too, Delicate. I hope you get some excellent sleep. What is a good raid call? Hmm. We'll do the usual one. When in doubt, stick with the standard. So we got our emote version if you have them. We got our heart version if you don't, or you can use your own emotes. You don't need to use the hearts or my emotes. You can use whatever you like if you'd like to come along. So the raid's going. If you'd like to come and you don't see it popping up on your Twitch there, you might just need to refresh the page. But regardless of whether you're coming along or not, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. We had some good runs. We're very close to the end now, I think. It's hard to remember exactly. As I've stated many times, while I've played this first one, I haven't played Banner Saga 2 or 3. So I'm really excited to get into those because then in everything story, it's all going to be brand new to me, which should be a lot of fun. And the games load the saves from the previous game. So like everything we're doing now it matters. These characters we're gonna like still have. They'll continue on with us. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Love you all. Please take good care of yourselves. Get some excellent sleep. Whenever you call it a day, get some good rest. And yeah, keep keep trying your best. That's all we can ask. Okay. Take care and good night.